I'm Dune Tilley. I'm 20 years old. I live in Cape Town, South Africa. And just firstly, I want to just thank all the other speakers. It's been so interesting hearing everyone's unique perspective, everyone's kind of the way that they've managed to observe and kind of operate in the world around them. And I just want to thank the organizers for having such a unique group of people with such differing kind of ideas and differing places. So just a bit of context. I'm a photographer. I've been working as a professional photographer for about 3 years now. I've done commissions for CNN, Adidas, Asics. I did a documentary project for Def Jam Records, who represent artists like Kanye West, Frank Ocean, Rihanna, and done BMW as well. And kind of what I want to talk about here is I want to speak about the power that kind of we have as young people, which is actually not even a power. It's like a superpower. It's unique, and it's something that doesn't really. It's something that I don't know if sustains through an entire career, but something that you have as a young person is a kind of like this cultivated perspective that is something that has always been really valuable, but in today's day, it's something that is so unique and is something that is actually kind of extremely sought after in a commercial kind of commission sense. So I want to talk about the main kind of topic I want to speak about surrounding photography and how empowering it is the power of representation and how powerful it is to be able to choose how to represent yourself, number one, and number two, how that representation is so valuable to businesses and people that that will commission you. So I'll kind of start off where I kind of started with my photography, and this started when I was 15 years old, and I was at a flea market, and I saw someone was selling like a really old kind of film camera, and I bought it for 200 Rand, which is it's like less than 20 American dollars. So it was really a very cheap camera. I was so excited to have it because I had like my phone, which was really bad, and I had like a small little digital camera, and it was something I really liked doing, and I wanted to kind of take it a bit more seriously. So I bought this film camera, and I started photographing the people around me. I started photographing kind of obsessively everything that I did. And something that I realized pretty soon was that just the act of documenting yourself, documenting your surroundings, documenting your unique perspective, whatever that perspective may be. For me, as a Jewish person living in Cape Town, South Africa, I feel like that's quite a unique placement to be in, in terms of like a global kind of audience. And just through honestly representing myself and honestly representing the people around me, that kind of got a lot of attention, and it actually started exciting quite a lot of people. And I realized that, as much as it was exciting for myself, it was exciting for other people too. And then when I was 17, it was my last year of high school. I got a really crazy email, which was basically like the big break was when CNN contacted me saying, we want you to do a portrait commission. We want to commission you for International Youth Day. We want you to talk about what you find to be the biggest problem affecting your community or the world around you today. And this was a huge deal for me. It was something that really kind of, for the first time, showed me how kind of in demand honest takes are, and that's honesty within everything, honesty within music, honesty within, a lot of the other speakers have spoken about this idea of honesty and the power of creative expression. And I think that honestly it cannot be overstated how powerful honest artistic expression is. So this was 2017. I did this portrait commission for CNN. It went really well, and that really burst the door open for a lot of more commissions. So like I said, I did a very big project for Adidas over 3 months. I started working I started doing documentary work, and something that I found extremely humbling was the people I was studying within a high school context, people that I later ended up working for and working with on massive projects. So the point that I really want to make to the people that are, obviously the majority of people on this conference of teenagers, you really cannot see your age as a deterrent, or your age as like a lot of adults normally out of insecurity will say, you'll figure this out when you're older, or you'll kind of gain a perspective when you're older. That is true, but a lot of the time, the perspective that you currently have as a teenager is something that is so valuable, so powerful, so honestly, I find it hard to articulate how valuable and how purposefully under motivated teenagers are to kind of enact change or enact things that they want to see in the world, or enact just small things like, I'm going to start doing this project and I don't have any money to do it, and I'll use all the money or all the opportunities I have to do it. So that's from a personal level, the power to empower yourself. But now this is on a macro level. The power to be able to represent your community or yourself or the people around you is so valuable in terms of changing perceptions or changing predisposed ideas of you at the world at large. So that's a lot of what I try to do within my documentary work. And something that I hold pretty close to my chest is, no matter how, and I think this is probably something that has made me, I think it's probably been one of the cornerstones of my successful photography, or success within my photography, is holding this idea very close to my chest. No matter how I photograph something, no matter who I'm photographing for, whether it be a commission, whether it be for a personal project, or whether it be literally photographing someone on my phone, I try and do that with an utmost authenticity to the person I'm representing and to myself through my own vision. And I think that through this simple thought structure that I think everyone on here, and it doesn't matter if you want to be a photographer or a musician or a writer or a director, if you want to make something and you want to make something within the creative industry, there is nothing more valuable that you have than your unique, authentic perspective. It is absolutely your most valuable asset. It is by far the most valuable thing that you could ever have. There's no amount of money, there's no amount of gear, there's no amount of opportunity that can replace how impactful it is to have a unique perspective. So I'm going to end off with this notion of, within the world we exist in now, there's this pull away in the commercial sense, in the artistic sense, of this kind of like disingenuine creation, making something because you think it is what people want, making someone because you've seen someone do it before. That the age of that is dead. It's gone. It will never exist again because it's been oversaturated for too long. Now, what is happening going forward, and I hope this is something that really sticks to everyone listening, is that you, in your particular situation, no matter how amazing or dire or anywhere in between, you can leverage that to create something that is not only empowering for yourself financially, it's empowering for every single individual within your scope that you can represent. So thank you very much. I'm Dune Tilley, and I'm really glad this whole talk could have happened.